Hi vinyl community, it's Dale Gatefold 33 back again, continuing these back-to-back videos that I'm doing to update on my vinyl finds this year. So this is a relatively straightforward one with not too many diversions. Next find, oops, let me put my work machine down for a minute. This is Helicon. So this is a band that I originally came across through kind of Bandcamp recommendations and Bandcamp searches. So they're a UK psych, sort of heavy psych, a lot of instrumental psych band, doomy psych type. So really good. So this is their latest release. I got it off of Bandcamp, so I got a sort of limited signed copy to me. It's on coloured vinyl, a kind of beigey mustard vinyl, so this is the second of their releases I've picked up. So this was their debut album. It's got a really striking cover. That's kind of what their music's like. So I got this a few years ago, 2017 I think it came out, they've recently, actually, as part of the kind of, I guess, the COVID-19 lockdown, made a lot of their music available temporarily for free download. So if you go across to Bandcamp and look up Helicon, so if you can see there, Helicon, you can be able to sample or download, shall I say, some of their stuff for free, some of their earlier EPs and the like. But if you do like it, please obviously buy something from them. I try and mix where I get my stuff from. So whilst I do get some Amazon purchases, I also get stuff from labels. I get stuff from Bandcamp, small bands I follow, and labels I follow, to try and kind of keep the money going back into the music industry. So that's that. Next is another Grant Green jazz release. This is Nigeria. So this is another, I think, one of those releases of earlier sessions that was subsequently released. This is a Tone Poet release, so I mean lots of people have been showing Tone Poet releases, so it's really good, better than the Matador one that I showed in the previous video, but not as good as Idle Moments, but yeah, a really solid release. So Tone Poet are doing kind of like Music Matters, they're doing really nice, good quality releases, although I think the pressings are not quite as high up in quality as Music Matters. I don't know what other people think. So on this, as well as Grant Green, there's Sonny Clark, Sam Jones on bass, and Art Blakey on drums, so another good Blue Note lineup there. Next is a reissue by a band called Espers, which is a Canadian folk psych band, this is a reissue of I think it's their second album, called The Weed Tree. I chose this. I think they've reissued a couple. I chose this, having most of them digitally, and I've got one other of their records on vinyl that I'll show in a minute. And this is beautiful. Like I said, stripped back folk psych, in the kind of I guess the Americana vein, being it from Canada. So yeah, really enjoyed this, and got it because I picked up an original a few years ago, Espers 2, which is my favourite album of theirs, although this one is a contender. So I've had this for a number of years. This was a VC recommendation. Again, it might have been a Fred Big Star 1000 recommendation that took me to this, or it might even been a Dr. Deadwax. I can't remember. So that's how far back I go in the VC. So yeah, this is really good as well. So next is a new issue, a band called Supraphon, who I would say are indie psych with a cinematic vein. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So sorry, the album's called Supraphon. The artist is Susan Kircher, but it's badged as Susan Kircher's Supraphon. So I don't know whether I haven't done enough research on this, whether the album's called Supraphon or the collective is Supraphon and Susan Kircher is the main artist. But there's the band there, and I presume the female is Susan. So I think they're German. This is I don't know if it's limited, but it's on a sort of transparent orange vinyl. So if I was doing the rainbow thread that's going around at the moment, that would be pertinent. But I'm still finding a way doing the bog standard basic VC finds. So I've only got one record left, and I haven't had a off at a tangent moment in this video, so particularly. So this record comes with a custom inner sleeve, and so just kind of like how I keep my records. Typically, on all records that I get, I invest in these polylined sleeves. If they're new records and they come in a polyline sleeve, obviously I'll reuse the polyline sleeve that they come in, unless there's a lot of detritus and bits when you pull the record out, in which case I probably would replace it. Any used vinyl, I will replace the sleeve. However, if it comes with whether it's used or new, it comes with a custom inner sleeve that are often card or paper and can, cause little scuffs. Then I've got a different type of inner sleeve like this, an all polythene sleeve that I slide in so that I can continue to enjoy the artwork in its originally intended form, but still protect my records. So there's a little bit of a sad vinyl collector diversion there for you. And then the final record or pickup for this was a bit of a chance pickup. So it's by a band called MGMT that were big. When I was a sort of CD collector, so I got back into collecting vinyl end of 2011, beginning of 2012. I say back. As a kid, I foolishly mainly bought cassettes and some vinyl, which means I was left with some vinyl and no cassettes as I grew older, because they all got chewed up or abused and destroyed, because obviously cassettes are not that robust and tend to get abused in cars, etc., etc. So I got back into vinyl. I don't know how, because I was part of I drank the CD Kool-Aid, as they say, and was buying CDs from about 88 through to 2011, primarily, and suddenly I had an epiphany. Bought the turntable that's behind me there, and put it with my old kit that I was using for CDs, and I've been bankrupt and financially hard up ever since. When I was into CDs, I did get the first two MGMT, which were I think a US. I don't know if they're a West Coast US band. I probably got that wrong. Neo Psych band, indie Neo Psych. I enjoyed the first two. Thought nothing more of it. Saw an article that was praising the second album, and revisited it and thought, yeah, this is really good. Now I'm more into Psych. Actually, I get it even more. The second album is Congratulations by MGMT. I have got them on CD, but they're downstairs. So then I kind of read a bit more and heard about this album, which came out in 2018, 2017, and this is fantastic. Really, really good. So I listened to it online, and I got a new copy a month or so ago, and yeah, really enjoying this. So that was a bit of a chance re-engagement with MGMT. So that's probably it for this video, and I'll be back probably straight away. Cheers, thanks, bye.